you have experiences from both sides, capitalism, altruism, and you seem to be a problem solver. So tell me, what have you done with your why, with your discovery?
So I started a company a technology company. I don't have a technology background. So I solved that initial problem by joining a program where I was able to learn basic code literacy alongside the developers of the software program. And so in doing so, I was able to, kind of learn a little bit about how technology works and how to, understand the basic process of development. So the customer that I'm serving is actually community-centric organizations like churches and synagogues. And the problem I'm solving for them is that they have declining revenue as people go to church less and budgets are shrinking for municipalities and so on. And they have beautiful space. So my technology marries their underutilized space with people who need to rent space to help them increase their revenue. And I just charge them a flat fee, and whatever they make, they make. I want them to make more money. I don't want a piece of the action. I want them to take the upside, which is a slightly unique business model.
So you're bringing capitalism, a solution, into an altruistic environment to really make them thrive, because we know that that whole industry may be declining a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So if you could be the master of one thing, what would it be?
Well, this is where I just kind of go rogue. And I think it would be awesome to be the master of something that you just know you could never possibly do. So, for example, I could never be a professional entertainer like Lady Gaga. I mean, how cool would it be to be her? Or a professional tennis player like Serena Williams. So I think I just go with the extreme of everything that I'm not.
Wow. I think so. The legacy question: Have you taken time to examine your own legacy?
Well, I have a similar response, which is you've forced me to do this, which is which is a good thing. I think my legacy. I think if you asked my kids or my husband or people who know me really well, the altruism meets capitalism aside, I think the real, sort of the driving force for me is really just to push for what's good and right and to not have fear. And I think that's part of what's enabled me to be an entrepreneur. But I think if you have a strong moral compass and you want to do what's right in the world by your moral compass, you owe it to yourself to do that.
So your parting words, parting gifts to the audience here and the audience on the internet. I believe that most people feel like they have to reinvent the wheel. They have to recreate things themselves. I wish that I would have listened to my parents more and taken up from where they left off. So if you had the opportunity to give somebody a gift in terms of picking up from what you've learned and what you've left off, what would that be?
I think it's important to keep going with what you've started and know that the path may not be what you expect, but you just stay focused on what you know to be right and true. And that, some of the themes that the others have brought up, I mean, it can be an up and down. I failed miserably throughout both my careers, my real career, my nonprofit volunteer career, and my other career, but I never really lost focus on what I was trying to accomplish. It's just that the accomplishment might have been a failure instead. So I think you just stay on track and stay true to yourself and keep going.
Right. So, in 3 words, what is your meaning of life?
I think life should be deliberate, and I think life should be fun, and I think life should be true.
Awesome. So this process has been interesting for you, and it's been an honor seeing the different revisions and all the things that we've talked about. What has this whole thing meant for you?
Well, I think the self-examination is really powerful. I think, you know, I think somehow what this process has brought out is self-examination, but not necessarily like a, you know, like something that changes course. So in other words, I feel like my course is validated through the self-examination, which maybe that's what I was trying to say before a little bit too, is, you know, validate yourself through your course in life. Validation, yeah. But it's emotional. It's hard, you know, and yeah, I think when you evaluate how you've made decisions in your life and you have to go back in time a little bit and find that pain, it's pretty emotional.